perspective, having had an opportunity to play under some of the individuals that we consider to be legends in Tennessee State University football. So let's do it from that perspective.
Well, at this point, it's hard to say that the program has come full circle because the foundation that has been laid for the program is so great. You had the guys that played in '56. You had the teams that Coach Merritt coached that never had a losing season. So that type of tradition, that type of burden to carry is tough. It's not something that you can say, okay, we're going to go out and we're going to turn this program around. Turn it around from what? Because Tennessee State has always been there. You know, a great football program, has a great football tradition. And that's something that's a torch that we have to carry. That's a torch that I challenge our young men today to carry. We try to sit them down and teach them about Coach Merritt and what he meant to Tennessee State and the Nashville community about how everybody used to get up on Sunday morning and look forward to seeing the big John Merritt show and to see him talk about TSU football and come to know it and be able to relate to it. And for me and one of my assistants, Coach Owens, having the opportunity to play for Coach Gillum gave us a link to that legendary person to that time, and we're able to share some of these things with the players that we have today and let them know that, you know, when you walk out on that field, you're just not walking out there for yourself. You represent Tennessee State, the players that came before you, the players that's going to come after you, and your family as well. So you're out there representing an institution. And I tell them our players all the time, the Tennessee State University football program is bigger than you. No one person makes that program up. And so we try to push those guys to be the best because we know the tradition that this program has and the tradition that we would like to see it maintained.
What about your schedule, Coach, in terms of looking over, I think that schedule has been finalized, and I'm not sure whether it has been published or whatever, but what about the schedule, since many folks will have an opportunity to see the show Sunday morning? What about your schedule here?
Well, we have 12 games scheduled at this point, and a lot of road games, but the important games are at home towards the end of the season. When we get into the conference, we'll open up with South Carolina State University in Orangeburg, and we'll come back and we'll play Prairie View in the John Merritt Classic, which has been a great tradition for us to start off the season. Unfortunately, we won't be able to start off the season with the John Merritt Classic this year. Then we'll go to Memphis in our annual Southern Heritage Classic versus Jackson State. Come back and we're scheduled to play Grambling in Las Vegas. Then we go to Atlanta and play Florida A&M in the Atlanta Football Classic, which has been a traditional game that we've played. And after we do that, then we'll get into our conference a little bit and we'll play Southeast Missouri in Cape Girardeau. And it's the first time we've been to Cape Girardeau in about 3 years, so that'll be interesting. Then we'll come back and we'll play Alabama A&M there for their homecoming. And after that, we'll have an off week, and then we get into the meat of our schedule. We'll open up with UT Martin for homecoming on October the 26th. Then we'll play Eastern Illinois at home. Then we'll go play Murray State. Then we'll come back and end the season with Tennessee Tech and Eastern Kentucky. And the Eastern Kentucky game is the Thursday night game in Adelphia. So we have a big task in front of us.
And all of these games, all these home games will be played in Adelphia Stadium this year as last year.
Yes, all the home games will be played in Adelphia.
Now, you talked about the classics, and you're talking about the heritage, and you talking about some of the more popular cities in the southern parts of the United States, Atlanta, and et cetera. Here you are able to draw some 60,000 and 70,000 persons for these particular games. Talk about that.
Well, it's a great time. We're able to both of the classes that we go to traditionally, the Classic in Memphis and the Classic in Atlanta, they're equal distance between both the schools. In Memphis, it's 3 hours from Jackson, 3 hours from Tennessee State. Both schools have large alumni bases in the city of Memphis, and our fans like to travel in. Anytime we get together along with the bands, it's just a great football atmosphere. Same with Florida A&M in Atlanta. It has been a traditional game for Tennessee State and Florida A&M to play, and I think a while ago we took a break for about 8 years, and the fans were eager to get it back. And once that game was reestablished, it has just taken off, and we've met in Atlanta and played for the last few years, and the fans have definitely came out, and the city of Atlanta has embraced it and come out. So I think that it's a good atmosphere for our young men to go and play in and get the opportunity to play in 2 major cities, one